you downloaded it earlier, told me about it, and I'm like, dude, okay, that's cool and all that you got that, but you have the real version on PC. I mean, pretty much.
Yes, I do. But
So,
my brother brought me the points, so
right.
free game, can't complain.
But I mean,
The only downside I would say would be that if you want to play split screen with your friends, you need at least 720p HD TV.
yeah, I was kind of like, what? Wow, that's kind of crazy that they even did that with it. So, I mean, what's your all's take? I called that it was going to break sales day before yesterday. I was like, this game is going to, it's going to, crash Xbox Live. But it didn't. I'm joking. Actually, I'm joking about that, but...
Yeah, really, I would... Well, all it'll probably do now, since Xbox Live stayed up, is probably, just crash the, WWE 12 servers.
Which are horrible.
Yeah. But, no, the only disadvantage with this is if you already got a server up or you already frequent a server, you can't actually connect yet to a PC version. And that's a server that's already up there. You have to connect. I believe I'm correct in this, right, Stu? I mean, you've played around with this a little bit more than me, but
yeah.
I think you're limited to you can only do the ones on the Xbox Live, which is fine, but you can't use the console to work on a server that you already are on, which is kind of a bummer.
With that, it basically what happens is, say Joe's hosting the game, he creates the map, so he's the server basically, and then up to 7 of his friends can join, and then he saves the map. We don't keep a copy, he saves it. So if we ever want to go back on that map, he's got to be online at that same point on that level.
Right.
But it'd be interesting if they expand it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little different than, the PC version. You can have a set server up. You can run additional mods to give you additional abilities. You've got the, at least the one that we deal with Jason's. He's got that extra website that shows the map of where everything's at,
which is awesome. Absolutely,
which is an awesome ability to have. And so, things like that you're not going to get with the Xbox Live. You've got the game. I mean, which does limit a little bit of the functionality.
Every player, though, on a new map starts off with an actual physical map. So you don't have to go through the game and make a map. And they haven't configured a button just to be the map on the console.
Well,
so
that's good.
You actually physically carry a map in your inventory from the get-go.
That's pretty cool. Cosmic, what do you think about this?
I actually downloaded and played the demo for probably about an hour or so yesterday and stuff. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, once you kind of get used to how to go through your inventory and all that, and go through your bar for where all your stuff's equipped or whatever, it actually starts feeling pretty comfortable on the console. I do gotta say, it was it's easy to catch on to, and then once you do that, the only thing you really have to kind of get used to is actually using the joysticks to actually turn and stuff like that, as opposed to a mouse and keyboard. And another thing, you guys were bringing up the servers and stuff. I can see a lot of people just leaving their Xbox on with their server up or whatever, just their friends in there just building and stuff.
I was thinking the exact same thing on my end. I'm like, I wonder how many people already have went through and are basically leaving their system on or buying another Xbox just so they can have that online all the time or something like that.
All I can say to that is, welcome to Red Ring.
That's what I was going to say is,
David, they don't Red Ring.
People are going to be trying to get their Xboxes fixed and stuff. Microsoft's going to be like, what the hell? It's like they should have thought about that and, set something up, I don't know, let you, do, dedicated servers or something like that, kind of like what you would on the PC, but with the Xbox.
Dave, don't don't
So.
deny it. They don't red ring anymore.
Well,
After the new edition, they don't red ring anymore, supposedly. You're right.
They red light.
You're right. Yeah, they red light.
But it'd be interesting because, I mean, they said Minecraft's going to get a series of free updates, which we all know Minecraft's good at. So it'd be
Yeah.
interesting if
Yeah.
they release maybe
That's-
a dedicated server
that's freaking
patch
awesome.
where you can have the PC maybe similar to what Battlefield does, where
That's
you can now rent a server. So you never know. They might,
Yeah, I mean,
might.
There's a possibility of that. I'll actually, because of I think another item that's coming up here, I could definitely see them where they'd actually give it functionality to connect to a PC.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and I mean that I mean you look at it, it would work out really nicely. There really wouldn't be any disadvantages because I mean it's Minecraft, you know, it's a survival thing, you know. You're, you know, not going to have an advantage if you're using a controller or a mouse or whatever, you know. It's the same game, you know. So being able to connect to PC servers through an Xbox, I mean, hopefully they'll put it in. It would only make sense for them to do that because there's really no downside when you really think about it.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
it's not like anyone's going to have a greater advantage over someone else because they're using a mouse or, you know, a controller or something. So.
Right, I mean, mostly in that game, it's not like you go out and look for PvP. It's like, you know, you build stuff together and try to survive the world, so...
Yeah.
I definitely...
mean, granted, there
I
are
killed
PvP
Joe.
servers.
I
Yeah.
killed Joe
I mean-
earlier on it. I pushed him off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
but granted, there are PvP servers, but I mean, they're not as widespread, and you know, there's not as many of them as there are, you know, like survival or creative servers. So,
As you noticed, by the way, guys, I didn't even say this earlier, that this is the hat edition of R-Cade. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, and they're probably wondering why Dave has this fishing hat on just out of nowhere. Like, why does Dave have this hat on? Like, why would you have, oh, you're going on a fishing trip later or something?
going out to the boonies, governor.
Are you fishing on Minecraft? That's the question.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
dude,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. No.
Dude, I tell you
It's
what,
my
the Minecraft
Win
demo.
hat from. See, I'm trying to be, you know, Las Vegas, so I've got the hat from the Wynn Hotel. See, because I'm replacing Joel tonight.
Oh, I understand that.
One thing I did see in the demo though for Minecraft, which I thought was pretty cool, is the fact that when you jump in and stuff, they start you out in this little tutorial area, right? And they actually end up giving you some free, like some stuff. Like they have a couple chests. They have a chest with some boats in it, so like you can, you know, see that. But you can just take the boats out. You know, they have a chest with some fishing poles. You can like take the fishing poles. You can break down the furnace and stuff like that. And you know, there's trees and stuff, so you can actually get your starter stuff from right in that tutorial area.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of, yeah. I was like, wow, you know, why didn't they just drop you in like they do on the PC version?
Yeah, where
you
you're
know?
like,
It's
I have no clue what to do, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving you free fishing
Go
poles,
for
free
it.
boats, they're giving you a free furnace. I mean, they're giving you free chests. It's like, come on, you know, where's our free stuff?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, really? I work my ass off for that stuff. Now you just give
Well,
it a
No,
test.
man.
You know what PC gamers are? They're hardcore, man. So
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to start the debate.
everyone on console's easy because they're using. The
Oh, boo. We're starting that already.
Getting their
Alright, moving.
handheld, man. Getting their handheld on Minecraft, man.
Alright, moving on to the next one. So, Stu actually brought this one up to me earlier, is that rumor has it that Kinect is going to be enabled on possibly Internet Explorer browser, maybe? That's going to be awesome for the Xbox, because how many times have many of PS3 people said, oh yeah, well that's cool and all, but I can get online with mine. What can you do with yours? I can surf the internet. Well, guess what? Now possibly the Xbox 360 will be able to get online with. This brings up the big debate of whether or not...
Security flaws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we were saying earlier. Is this going to bring up security? Is this going to be like one of those problems where people are going in, they make mods, you can download the mod through that to hack your, you know, your Xbox, or what do you guys think?
It's going to be interesting how they're going to limit certain things on there, because I mean, what was the biggest flaw on PlayStation? Virus. And you actually had to buy antivirus software to use on the PlayStation. So we're probably going to end up seeing a couple antivirus people coming along going, now you can buy it for Xbox. But other than that, I think it's going to be pretty damn awesome.
With the Kinect,
it's definitely going to be
the Xbox
one of them
is
things.
for porn.
Yeah. What was that phrase?
Well, they did say it's the center of all home
literally going to
entertainment.
become that.
Oh
But
man.
I think they're definitely going to have to really look into this pretty in depth and actually, make sure they're doing it correctly and make sure that they're not going to have any kind of security flaws or whatever when they release this, if they do. Because, I mean, if they just kind of like, all right, yeah, boom, we got it, it's working, here you go, without actually going into it and making sure that it is secure, they're going to have, you're going to have people, like, hacking their consoles probably, you're going to have people's accounts probably getting hacked, and just all this other stuff. So, I mean, they're going to have, a huge crisis on their hands from the Xbox community if they don't play this right.
Hey, where's my points? Where'd my Microsoft points go? Blah, blah, blah. That's where you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got rid of them and changed it to real cash.
Because we decided it was a stupid idea.
But that's the thing. That's what you're going to end up. There's always that flaw. Now, I know Microsoft says, oh, we've got antivirus. Well, okay. As a system administrator in my other life, there's a reason why we don't use Microsoft protections against viruses and malware.
Yeah.
As in, it doesn't work. So there is going to be that caveat. Irregardless, again, going back to the previous story, with an Internet Explorer and the ability to have Minecraft, just think of the tying of that together to allow you to go to the PC sites.
That would be
There's
awesome.
going to have. Will you then be able to play Battlefield on the console at the same time on the same game as Battlefield 3 person on a PC? That's where the internet enabling that Internet Explorer will allow you to do. So the benefits are fantastic, but it's definitely something to think about. That can we now get Xbox games, since the dumb thing is running my Windows in the background anyways, and they talk to your PC already, at least in Vista or higher, with that Game Center ability. You're getting to a point where you're starting to see that merge when you get this Internet Explorer in there, which is a good thing, I think.
I think it is too.
For the record, so many bad jokes can be made about Kinect on Internet Explorer. Just saying. just leaving it at that.
I mean, that's
so
the thing.
many bad things to be said.
Well, it's going to make those games like Skyrim and Dead or Alive volleyball.
Oh wait, I agree on that definitely. So I mean, the big thing is for me is I have a Kinect, and with the Kinect, it's like if anybody has ever used the menu system with Kinect, Jesus, this thing sucks because you're like, you hold your hand over this and you wait for it to light up, and then all of a sudden you go over here, and then you're holding your hand over this for a frickin' hour. I mean, they need to revamp that. How about this? Make it where you say click, 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 click.
Well, they've improved it with updates as they've updated the dashboard, so it's a little bit more responsive than when it first launched.
Yeah, I agree. But still, it's just they need to.
Well, they did say it's prototype anyway, but it is awesome. So.
Oh man! And has anybody ever seen the freaking Ghost Recon with the Kinect? How the guy was shooting? It's like it was
the guy looked like he had
a stop sign. He was like, "Stop, open." All right. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my god, no, that's not good at all.
When they said Kinect functionality with Ghost Recon, I was like, yes, finally, shooter with Kinect. And then I saw that, I was like,
I don't get why they're trying to do this to where you don't have any kind of like peripheral thing or anything like that, like at least like let you use like a Nerf gun or something, let it, let you be able to scan stuff in like they were first like kind of showing off when they were showing off Connect and stuff, you know, like I always go back to this, you know, because it's